Hi everyone, and thanks for joining me once again. This is the second round of Norowas' attempt to prevent Volkare from reaching the portal. I've gone ahead and set up for this second round. We've re-rolled the source and drawn some new enemies and assigned them here. So we've got the Foresters, if he were to draw a wound and roll black, and the Guardian Golems on the gold die. Sun has come out, so I'll just adjust a bit of glare. There we go. So with our opening hand that we've drawn, we've got 6 cards. A bit of choice actually. We've got a lot of influence and block, ranged attack, mana draws generally useful, although there isn't any white dice in the source to get the stronger ability. We do have 2 white crystals. Thinking at the end of the last video that we want to get over and defeat this mage tower. There's still Snowstorm in the offer. Taking a wound for a siege ice attack 8 is definitely something I want to be doing long term. Not necessarily for the wound, but siege ice attack 8 is going to be very useful. Trying to deal with Volkare's many minions. So looking at what we have, I'm not sure we necessarily want to choose one of the strongest Knight action cards. I prefer to save these potentially for round 4 and 6 if we're fighting Volkare. Having sparing power or preparation could be very useful. Midnight Meditation is an option, but very situational. So I'm tempted to just go with Long Night. Gives us a pretty good chance of going first, which is always good, slows Volkare down. Plus we get a few extra cards at the bottom of our deck for that extra little bit of effort. So I'll go with this and shuffle off with Volkare. Bearing power. So unfortunately that isn't going to get discarded, and we are going first. What I was thinking, I've had a little ponder over with this. We have got 1 spare token free to recruit, and I'd quite like to pick up, I think, the scouts from the village. They're not hugely powerful, but this ability to look at an unused enemy token and gain 1 fame from it can be very useful, and also then that just 1 additional siege attack can be huge. So there are only 4 influence to recruit. We've got 2 cards. I'd prefer to use this one because it will gain us 1 extra fame and reputation, but we don't have any white mana in the source, so that would involve a crystal. With what we have left then, I'm thinking of using swiftness for the movement instead of stamina. We need to get into this desert space. We're going to need 3 movement next round, and with mana draw, what we could potentially look at doing is setting a die blue, and we've got the 5 block then that we're going to need, and also get this for the movement. It would mean we have to use another white die, but I don't think we're going to get around that. We will be using both of our crystals, cards, but makes these pretty redundant. The other option is potentially we might roll a green dice blue or white if we use in need. I prefer to take the fame and reputation. I want to do a lot of recruiting during this game. I prefer that our reputation doesn't drop too far. And that 1 fame as well will leave us pretty close to leveling up if we draw a nice hand of cards. It might be that we provoke this token to join us into this attack as well. So we use swiftness for the movement, and then noble manners with a crystal for that reputation. Move into the village and pick up the scouts. The other option with the scouts, they do let us move, which is pretty good, and we can reveal a tile at a distance of 2 instead of a distance of 1. So if we're looking at revealing one of these core tiles, and I'd like to do it this round, so we have 4 rounds of having gold units in the offer, we would only need to get to the centre of the tile rather than all the way to the edge. We could use then the scouts, flip that tile, with Norowas wanting to recruit units. That could be very beneficial. With those done, I think I'll also discard in need. Not sure whether this white crystal is worth it actually, because if we're going to discard this, we could just got our influence that way. We'd get still the 1 extra fame, and it would just be the reputation we don't pick up. Yeah, let's just use both of those to get the influence rather than the crystal. If we're going to discard it anyway, that's probably a better idea. So let's grab our 1 fame and discard. Then Volkare draws a white card. There are no white dice in the source, so there's nothing for him to reroll, but he will continue marching down this way. If he does end up coming this route and past our keep, that would be good. We might be able to fight him here and get the added bonus of our hand size being larger. If there were more keeps we conquered, that would be better still. So we're going to draw 3 more cards again. Concentration, improvisation, and rejuvenation. Okay, that's really nice. Yeah. So we can get our movement here without needing to use a white crystal. We could use concentration. Get the block. It would be excessive. Could we then get the attack we need? Using the green die. If improvisation was spent on the movement or stamina, we haven't really got much else. So stamina with rejuvenation could be used for movement, but then we haven't got enough cards. Now I think what we'd do, so yeah, I would like to also defeat that rampaging enemy. We'll pillage where we are. That's going to lose us 1 reputation, but if we can defeat this rampaging token at the same time, we would also get that reputation back. So let's go for it. That would mean then that we gain 5 fame. Yeah, we'd still be 1 short of leveling up. That is quite annoying. Hoping that will give us enough. Yeah, I still think it's worth doing. Let's look at the next 2 cards. Okay, so Threaten is not needed. That could be improvisation. That's our movement. So rejuvenate, we could heal. Fortunately, we still didn't get any ranged attacks with the cards we've got. One more swiftness card, but that would be very useful. We could use swiftness plus our scouts and kill that unit without needing to block it. Use our red mana to block 5. We could use a white mana to get 2 green tokens. Attack 5. We could draw 2 other cards. Yeah, it's using a lot of cards just to take out these 2 enemies. But we have got Long Night, so going quickly through this isn't worse. Yeah, let's use a white crystal on mana draw to get 2 green tokens we can set. We'll set a green die green. You don't really need to also set the black die to green. Having black mana there could be useful if we're about to pick up perhaps Snowstorm. Let's use Rejuvenate to draw 2 cards. Okay, some more movement. Rage. So, concentration will let us block. And we can get block 3 for the other red crystal. That would be everyone blocked. That's our movement that we need. Using, wow, we really don't have many. Oh, we still haven't used a dice. That's okay. Oh yeah, that was 1 block. That was 5 attack. And that is block. We've got 5 attacks, 6, 7. We need 9 in total to kill both of them. So we can use the crossbowmen for their attack. Actually, we can use them for their block 3. And then we've got 5. The red die. 6, 7, 8, 9. So using a red and a white crystal to take them both out. Just to reiterate, so this would be enough block for these after we use our movement to get in there. We've then got improvisation for the attack to kill that unit. We can use the crossbowman for the block 3 for these, and then we've got attack 4 to kill them. Yeah, that's good. And we're going to get 5 fame. We're going to lose a reputation, but gain 1 for killing this token. And 1 faction token. Let's have a look. Our perfect turn. 1 attack into a ranged attack. Nice. So we'll save that. Hopefully we won't need it until we get to Volkare. Crystals. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So unfortunately we are just short of leveling up, but we have taken the Mage Tower. Roll this red die. Also red. That is a lot of discarded cards. How many did we go through? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 cards. Amazing. But we do get to take a spell. Another good spell did come out. Fire, Burning Shield and Exploding Shield. Fire block 4, and if this card is used as part of a successful block, destroy the blocked enemy. So that's also really nice. But I think I want this. Basic top action for ranged attack 5 is really good, and that is Siege Ice attack 8. Fantastic. So we'll put that on the top of our deck. And Mana Bolt. Nice. That's even more potential for range. A lot of blue mana we're going to be needing. We haven't seen many sources of blue mana. Do we get a skill for blue mana? No, we have white and green. Never mind. Okay, so we've got 1 card left in our hand. Volkare. Volkare is resting, breathless after witnessing what we've just done. So black or gold, a unit disappears. It is gold. The Guardian Golems, the 1 unit we could have recruited from a Mage Tower, disappeared. In one of Volkare's scenarios, you do add more units to his stack. They effectively join him, but in this scenario, they just disappear and he starts with more tokens. So, balance there. So our hand moves up to 5. We'll have 1 card left. See what we get. We've got movements, potentially our last movements. No, we still have our last card must be swiftness, unless I've lost swiftness somewhere. Yeah, we definitely have a range attack at the end. So, as I say, we want to try and reveal that other tile. So, I think we want to go ahead and use March. plus the green die for 4 movements. And make that 6 move. We can go 3 into the desert and reveal this tile. Oh wow, that is... Actually, that's not awful. I was going to say that's not what we wanted to see, but there's a pretty strong unit there for us to have to deal with. And we will add advanced action into the offer for the monastery. Firebolt. It's a shame because we won't be able to recruit it. We'll get that card this round. But actually, we can just move on to this camp and reveal this because there's fortifications around this unit. They won't come to attack us. So we've got 6 movement. We'll use our scouts for 2 movement, so up to 8. We've spent 3, 4, 5. We can go 6, 7, and we need 2 more movement. So we'll go. No, it is night. Maybe we keep Blizzard. Yeah, we're going to have long night. We might. Blizzard would be exactly right. 8 siege ice would be enough to take out that unit. So we'll then crystallize and rage sideways. Is that enough? 4 movement, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So we end on the maze, draw our 2 movement here. Actually, if we know we want to fight, yeah, let's think this through. We know we're going to want to fight this unit here, and it's 3 movement to get over the walls into that grass area, and we can reveal this here. So we can save the scouts, and that will let us move over that wall next round. So we need to spend 3, 4, 5, 6. That's what we spent. So 1 more will get us onto the maze, and then we can end our turn there. Yeah, the problem we might face if we do fight that enemy, we won't be able to explore that tile this round. It will give Volkare 1 more round, but I think that's probably worth it so that we can level up. We could get something like training out of it. Potentially swap one of our cards with one of these. Yeah, I think that's fine. So we'll end on the maze and just re-roll this die. And we've got blue. We need to draw for Volkare. A wound. So let's see if he gets black. He does not. It's blue. We do have a blue die in the source. That's re-rolled red. Oh, that's a shame. Got 2 blue cards. Shuffle ourselves back up. We have long night. We can put 3 cards back into our deed deck. It's going to be the 3 that we draw. Oh, well, that's not ideal. We have a lot of movement. Okay. Let's think. We can use our white crystal on mana draw to get a red die blue. 2 blue crystals. So we can do ranged ice attack and also move. Because we've got 2 attack here actually. So that attack, because they're going to be fortified. So we'd take 2 wounds from them. Unless we did the siege. And that only gives us 1 wound, so that is worthwhile. Yeah. Okay, so we'll use the black die from the source and our white crystal for mana draw. It gives us 4 movement with stamina, which is enough to move across the wall. And because we've moved across the wall, they count as having fortified. So we need to then use 8 siege. Because it's ice siege, it's going to be halved. So that 4 is enough to defeat them. and we will gain 3 fame and 1 reputation. 1, 3. We get 2 skill tokens. Both are quite nice, actually. The influence, as we said, we want to do a lot of recruiting, and we are right next to a monastery and a refugee camp. That could be very good. But both of our recruiting cards are white and green, so that equally gives us influence, or it could be versatile. So I think we'll take this one. We could use it this round as well for crystallize, and yeah, we've got movement. We could get back over into either the keep or onto that firing camp. I'm not sure. Possibly I'd want to move on to the monastery. Gives us the option to potentially get an artifact next time around, which could be pretty useful. Yeah, we'd take that. We did also have the option, this 1 skill from Erythia, but I don't want Temporal Portal, so we'll ignore that. And let's go ahead and take training. Yeah, training does let us then potentially use. Well, it depends what card we draw. Back up. Oh, we need a skill token. Oh, okay. So we might save our. I think that has just made our unit redundant. So, Mystic Map, reveal a new tile at a distance of up to 3 spaces. So it's a shame we didn't pick that up sooner. And it costs no movement. Not the most useful, but we could trade this in for 3 influence. That could be really good. Yeah, so let's re-roll the black dice. So it's black. Got a new card. Mana Storm. Pretty good. And then Volkare draws a white. We do not have a white dice in the source. Yeah, it's just continuing in a straight line over this way. We might want to focus over here. That'd be slightly safer if he's taking this approach, but he could suddenly start heading this way. The only option we've got with training would be to discard Crystallize for Temporal Portal. I'm not sure if I'm desperate to do that, but then Crystallize is pretty terrible. You may move to an adjacent safe space without provoking rampaging monsters. Whether you move or not, your hand limit is 1 higher the next time you draw cards. Oh, we're supposed to be in that space there. We could use it to get onto the monastery space. Yeah, we could just reveal the tile next to us. We wouldn't have enough influence unless we discarded both of our tokens to get Firebolt. It is a good card, but I don't think it's worth throwing away. Essentially, this token for it, and that's worth holding on for. So let's use this token here to get a green and a white. A white crystal green token. We use training and throw away our crystallize, so that is out of the game, and we have Temporal Portal in its place. We can use our Scout ability for move 2 and reveal a tile from 2 away. Reveal this tile as 2 rampaging orcs. Nice and tough. And a keep. Okay, so that's not great for us. Let's use the blue dice for Temporal Portal. This will mean the next time we draw cards, which will be next round, our hand limit's going to be 2 higher. We could move 2 safe spaces, but just going to move 1 into the monastery, and we use our march to reveal this location. I just realised that should be like that. It didn't change where we moved to. Yeah, like that. Just means we've jumped slightly further forward. And a keep and a ruins. Okay. Yep. That will end this round. We will do one more for Volkare before we declare end of round. It's a wound. That's wrong. Not that it makes a difference, but he did not get rid of that unit. Okay. So we're in a fairly good spot. I think we have the potential of a few different avenues. We could try and sneak in here before Volkare gets in there. It's fairly risky because of his proximity, but at least having this tile revealed means we're going to have some strong units in the offer, and we're positioned on a monastery so we can recruit them. And there's another keep here we could assault depending on what unit comes out. I think I'd be quite tempted to try and move on to the monster den. It would provoke this enemy, which gives us 4 fame, and then maybe we could take out the den as well before running back this way. But we've made pretty good progress down the board considering it's only been 2 rounds. We've still got a long way to go to get here. But I will wrap up this video here, make some setup changes ready for the 3rd round, and hopefully see you soon. Take care and bye for now.